Hey Minecrafters, it's Kimise and I'm here for another episode of KimiseCraft. Woo! And boy, is it exciting. Everything's going great. What a great new season, a great new world, great new challenges, and all sorts of exciting fun. And we've got 3 goals for today. 1, get villagers. 2, breed villagers, and 3, make an iron farm. An 8-bit kid, she is helping me out to get me some villagers. So I don't know if she's coming through the nether or not. I think the nether is the way to go, but I don't see her anywhere. Let me check and see. So she's helping me out because her place, I guess she's already been doing some villager breeding. I haven't had a chance to... Nope, none down there. Is she over here? Oh, there's 8-bit. Wow, fantastic. Okay, so she boated him over. Very good, very good. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm going to go have to get some rails. So we got 3 goals that I'm going to show you here in a minute how we're going. Actually, let me show you right now before I go grab the rails. Okay, here's how we're going to do our goals. So for instance, we're going to have daily goals. So for today's episode, we want to obviously get villagers. So that goal's already done. Yay! But we're going to create a villager breeder because we need that. Otherwise, the villagers don't mean anything. We're going to create an iron farm for those villagers. Oh, yeah. And then we've got to pay for them because we're actually paying 8-bit kid for this. So we got to mine some more diamonds. Now, we also have some season goals, and one of those is a villager trading hall. So what we're going to do is we're going to be filling this up. I might change this to a lectern and a book. That might be the way to go. But for right now, I'm using signs. So, whoop. There's 8-bit right there. And you know what? Since she's getting me 3 villagers, I'm going to pay her really, really well. So let me get some rails. And we're going to go ahead and get these going. And I'm going to be back with you guys in a few minutes once we have done this. Okay, let me show you how this is going. So 8-bit kid, this is the method we finally determined. That's fine. She's boating. Apparently, it's not that terribly far. And what she does is she brings the boat in, and then we have a minecart here ready to put in the villager. Then what I use is a really cool tool that a lot of people forget about, which is a minecart furnace. Okay, because what you can do is you can put the furnace right behind them, put a thing of coal in, and it'll push them all the way up all these rails, even though these rails are all just regular rails. And so we basically push them all the way up here, and we're putting them into this containment box right here, and then we're locking it up because I'm not sure where I want the iron farm to be right now. Oh yeah, I mean, definitely I need the village breeder and I need to do the iron farm. We're going to go ahead and get those done today, but I need to make some decisions as to where this is going to be, because this is not really where the mountain fortress is going to be. This is just my starter house, and although we are in the extreme hills, we haven't really quite gone there. Like, for instance, we've got this little mountain face right here, which goes on up. And so this is nice. This is not a bad place over here. Also, well, anyways, yeah, so, I mean, we can go up here. This is getting to snow level, which is kind of nice. It's pretty high. We got trees. And then this mountain, well, should I say this hill also has a pit there, and it goes around there. And that is going to be the southern boundary of my kingdom, or my fortress, or my awesomeness, right? Okay, but I don't know if that's where I want the iron farm to go. I mean, we need to have the iron farm in a fairly good place. We need to decide whether we want to do underground or overworld. I already have a design in mind, which I thought was really cool, because what it does is it also gets us a variety of different crops. For instance, we can use it to get bread, we can use it to get potatoes, we can use it to get carrots. And I guess we could put a 4th crop. No, actually, it's only 3 crops. And it's a really cool design. I'm going to tell you more about as we get closer to it. But I'm not sure, if I'm going to do that. Plus, I need to find some carrots to do that. But I am going to need those crops. So I'm thinking that's the way I want to go. It's not a super fast farm, but it's a pretty efficient farm. Now, but first, before we do that, we need to do a village breeder. So what I'm thinking is we need to have a villager breeder in a fairly secure location where we can get villagers in and out. So what I'm thinking is, like, right over here in this mountain area right here, we're going to go in there and we're going to hollow it out, and we're going to set up our villager breeder. And so this is also going to be the location of the Great Trade Hall. And the reason why I want to put the trade hall here is the trade hall is going to have this really great access to a port, because we don't want a trade hall that can't trade with others. Plus, it's really high, so it's going to have access for airships to come in. So regular ships and airships, and we're going to build something really awesome right there to welcome other traders in, because like I said, this is going to be a mountain fortress. So that's one of the things we got to do. So I got get to I gotta do a little bit more mining. Then we're going to start hollowing that out and setting this up for my villager breeder. Now again, this is just going to be a small chunk of this area. Heck, we might even build the villager breeder right here and then just go ahead and terraform it as part of the mountain. That might look really awesome too. So choices have to be made. But once we get that villager breeder done, then we can go ahead and make some decisions as to where we want that iron farm to be. And now the iron farm is going to need to be a good distance away from the villager breeder. That way we don't have problems with the villagers doing that. And I'm thinking over here on this end is probably where we want to have our iron farm. Now this iron farm is going to be open to the sky iron farm. So I got to check distances. Like right now we are at 1186. Okay, so 1186 is, I'm sorry, 10786. 10786. I don't know what I was thinking. 10786. And then we come over this way. We need to be at least 64 blocks away. Okay, so 86, and then we get all the way over here, and then we have villager number 2 right over here. And so that's about 80 blocks away. Oh yeah, I think we're good. So if we build a villager thing right here and do one over there, we're going to be in pretty good shape. I'm going to go sleep because I got to keep my villagers safe, right? Until I need to do the thing with them. Yeah, the thing. Okay, guys, so this is Kimise. I'll be back in just a little bit. Guys, you're about to see the makings of a spawner, or should I say a villager breeder. We are putting in our last villager in right now. Let me go ahead and let's tear up some of these tracks. Let's tear up some of these tracks real quick. Yes, there we go. It's a lot easier when you have the right tool. We're going to go ahead and then close this up because we want our new villagers to be all happy. Notice over here, I've got our 2 breeder villagers. They're super thrilled to be here. Yeah, he'll eventually go in there once they sleep once. It'll be okay. And we have our crops all ready to go. So all we have to do is just get this guy on. I went ahead and made myself a easy in and out door. Well, right now it's just an outdoor, but he won't be able to press the button. Oh no. So here we go. We're about to go ahead and launch this. So let's see here. I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I knock him out of there. And then, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make sure that these are all ready to go. And as soon as he switches his job to farmer, which will probably mean me having to go out here and destroy my barrels. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take this up. Okay, so basically, let me show you the breeder. So this is a very simple breeder. All you need is a crop. The best 2 crops are like potatoes and carrots. No cooking or no bread making needs to go on. So what's going to happen is he's going to start collecting these crops as soon as he turns farmer, which might take me a little bit, but I will get him to be a farmer. Yeah, see, right now he's a fisherman. And he can't quite see. He's trying to go to his workstation. So I guess I'm just going to go break this workstation. Let's go ahead and do this. Sometimes you have to take drastic measures to get everything. Oh boy, it's dark too. Okay, so let's go break both of these. And well, you know what? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and break both of these and we'll go sleep real quick. Okay, boom and boom. Okay, we'll come back for this stuff later, but that's the biggest thing we want to do. We need to get those out of there so that he will take a job. And I use barrels because those are kind of nice looking, but the problem with using barrels when you have when you have the villagers too close, those villagers will want to take on the fisherman job. So let's go ahead and let's see. Of course, I got all my crops and stuff just sitting over here. Did that fill up my inventory? Oh yeah, did it fill up my inventory? Well, that's okay. That's okay. We will go ahead and fix that here. Well, let's go ahead and get a chest, and let's just fix that right now because I do not want to see those things go bye-bye. Or do I have chests on me? No. I thought I got some more chests. I thought I picked up 5 more chests. See, when I was gathering rails, I went ahead and I picked up a whole bunch of rails there, guys. And why do I? Oh yeah, seeds. Well, anyway, so I don't have any chests on me. So, or wood, it would appear. There are my 6 chests. Yeah, I knew I had chests. Okay, let's go ahead and gather all of our crops and just put them in a chest. We can use barrels after we get this thing going because, well, so let's go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and put everything in here that we have. Anything else, guys? Very nice. A few more of those. We'll put that in. We'll put our poison potatoes in there now. So we're all set to go. So now let's go ahead and see exactly how our new guys are doing. Let's see if our guy has turned farmer, because that's what we need him to do. We need him to pick up the farmer. Okay. This might take a night or two, but he will revert. So let me show you what else we got going on here. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to call this the laboratory. We're going to go ahead and dig this out a little bit more. Okay. In fact, let's go ahead and just put down a few more torches for right now so we can keep this place spawn proof in here. He's all good in there. We got plenty of light in there. But the idea is this is a big... we're starting the fortress, right? Okay, this is like the first step of the fortress, and you got to have a good reason to have somebody locked up behind glass. And this is what we call our botanical laboratory. Yep, he is looking to grow the greatest super potatoes ever alive, and he's in there working really, really hard. And he tosses down to some testers, and we got 2 testers. And basically the way this works is, see, the 2 testers are up in there sitting on a fence post, okay, and they've got 4 beds. And so the idea is that because there's an extra bed, like a bed for him and a bed for those 2 guys, because there's an extra bed, what's going to happen is once he feeds them and they become happy, there we go, we got a conversion. Very, very nice. And you see, he's already going after it. So that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for that guy to, whoa, picked up one of his potatoes. Yeah, awesome. These corners, got to watch them. Okay, so that's pretty fabulous. Okay, so what he's going to start doing is, let's go ahead and get a button on this side so we can actually go in. I didn't put a button on this side to actually open the door. Okay, so let's go in and see what he's doing. So he's going to be doing these potatoes, and what he's going to do is, you see this thing right up here? He can't go under like I can because he's taller. So basically he's not going to be able to get past that. But what he's going to do is he's going to say, hey guys, you're hungry? And he's going to start tossing them. Yep, he's going to start tossing them different things. Yep, that guy wants to be a farmer. Very cool. Now, see, they want to be in there. I wonder why. Let me see if I can't help push them in there. So, yeah, go in there. Go in there. Go in there. Just go in there. Go in there. You're supposed to be in there. But, when I let him out, he'll jump out. Well, it's okay. It's okay. They're both in there. So what this guy's going to do after he's collected enough potatoes, he's going to kind of walk over here like me. He's going to say, hey, boys, have some potatoes. And he's going to throw some potatoes on them. They're going to put it in their inventory. Eventually, they're going to get enough potatoes that they're going to be happy. And we're going to see the hearts come up. And then what they're going to do is they're going to start breeding a kid. The kid then will fall between the slats, okay? He will fall between because he's small enough to fall underneath that fence post, and will drop right in here. Now notice I've already got this ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a dispenser here with mine carts, and when we need a villager, what we're going to do is we're going to have them come out here and swing around here. Now one of the things I want to capture over here, okay, and look there's like a whole cave section here and everything. One of the things I want to do is I want to capture ourselves a zombie right here, and we're going to put him in here, and we're going to make sure they can't see him, because the idea is when we get one come up, he's going to come up over here, the zombie's going to hit him, we're going to convert him, and then we're going to go take him to the trading hall, unless we need the zombie for something else. Oops, I should probably put a light or 2 in here. Now, for like a iron farm, okay? So what we have done so far in this episode, we have done fantastic, guys. We have created our village breeder, and our villager breeder is going to start giving us some villagers. Now, we're going to need the first batch of villagers, and for the farm that I'm going to use, we're going to need at least 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to need 10 villagers for the farm that I want to do. Now, I think it'll be a pretty cool farm. It won't even look like an iron farm, honestly, but it should do really, really well for us, and it would be able to produce iron golem fairly quickly, And again, I'm not trying to make a ton of iron, just as much iron, just enough for me to get by. I'm hoping somebody will make an industrial iron iron place on the server, and then I can just buy my iron, because that's what I'd rather do. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up this mess, because for them to do their business, I got to give them time. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean this up, and then I'm going to go over to the location of the iron farm, which is where I think we're going to call it Iron Hills. Yeah, Iron Hills. I like that. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to go over to the location of our new iron farm over on the Iron Hill. Actually, yeah, let's just call it the Iron Hill. Okay, on the Iron Hill, and that's what we're going to do next. Is we're going to go ahead and get all the mechanics of our iron farm ready to go, so that we can go ahead and get this puppy going today, because we have one more goal: create an iron farm. See you guys in just a little bit. Hey guys, I am back, and I want to give you a status update on the iron farm. Okay, so what iron farm are we going to build? Well, this is a iron farm that was designed by a guy named Avomance. There's a link to his video in the description. It's a great tutorial, so if I don't cover everything, you might want to check his tutorial out for the best updates. He's a great content creator, makes a lot of great things, and I think he is definitely worth a check out. But right here, what I'm doing is we're making an iron farm. Now, like I said, it's not a huge industrial iron farm. We're not going to be stacking or doing anything silly. This iron farm is basically for my uses, and I know that I'm going to buy iron for anybody who sets up an iron shop. So I'm looking forward to that. Cannot wait to actually get out to the shopping district. In fact, we'll probably do that next episode, and we'll start looking and see what's going on there. So to build this, basically what we had to do is we had to clear out a 23 by 23 zone. Now, this is not just an iron farm. This is also a crop farm. So this is going to be a iron farm / crop farm. I'm going to call this the Iron Hill, and what we're going to be doing is we're also going to be doing some step farming, because we're kind of in the steppes, right? Steppes are really high, cold areas in Asia and Europe, and this is what we're going to be going ahead and doing step farming up here, right? Okay. In fact, I might even enclose these in greenhouses. So anyways, what are we going to do? You'll notice I have a little hut here around each side. So basically what we're going to go ahead and do right here, guys, is we're going to go ahead and put a chest at the end of each hut. Now, I'm going to have to go ahead and adjust this and put in, let's see here. Oh, you know what? We might want to even go down one more. Yeah, let's just go down one more, okay? Who says we don't design on the fly here? Now, again, it's not the exact same design that he has, but it's basically right there. There we go. And see, then we can go ahead and, well, we'll do something different there, because we got to do something different here. In fact, let's just go ahead and, ooh, oh, I got some glass on me. Let's use some glass. We'll put glass there. Okay, so basically right here, what we got a chest. Now, we're going to have what I'm going to call crop inspectors here in this place. And so these crop inspectors are going to sit right here, and they're going to wait for the farmer to throw them the crops so that they can inspect them. Okay? But like I said, this is going to be a farm, right? Okay? So, how are we going to make this a farm? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to catch those crops before they get them. Yeah, okay. So for instance, we're going to go ahead and close that up right there. So we're going to have a farmer, we're going to have a villager sitting right here who's hungry. We're going to have a farmer doing a crop. Let's say he's doing carrots. He's gathering carrots around. He's going to see this guy's hungry. He's going to throw him carrots. And what we're going to have sitting right here is a hopper minecart. So as those carrots go over, that hopper minecart's going to grab those carrots before they ever get to that guy. And so basically, they're going to go down there. This is going to come right down here into our chest, and we'll be able to come up here and say, hey, how are the carrots going? Pick up the carrots we need and move on. Fantastic. So we're going to have 2 villagers in here. Well, 1 villager here, 1 villager farming, and we're going to do 3 of these. So for instance, the 3 that I decide to do, we're going to go ahead and have the 3 most useful of the crops. So we're going to have carrots. We're going to have potatoes, so I'll be able to take my potato farm down, and wheat, so I'll be able to take my wheat farm down. So these will automatically make those. Well, actually, I'll probably keep my wheat farm down, because this is really more of a bread farm the way it works here. But that's okay. I mean, a good source of food like bread is going to be super, super useful in the game, and it's nice to have some different options. Okay, so basically that's how that is going to work. Now, so these 3 sections are going to have farms. This section over here is going to be where the iron golems spawn, because right in the center we're going to have a zombie, and we're going to have, again, 4 more villagers that the zombie is going to scare on a regular basis, which is going to produce our iron golems. Now, this is a great design for 1.16, especially for single-player worlds, because let's be honest, if you're running a single-player world by yourself, you don't need a huge industrial iron farm to get you to get as much iron as you need. You just need something that's going to pump out a consistent amount of iron for your projects. This is perfect because this takes care of 2 things in one shot. It takes care of some crops, as well as it takes care of your iron. So without much more, I'm going to go ahead and jump in after this. We're going to go ahead and finish building these 3 things, and we're going to go ahead and fence everything out, and then I'll bring you back once we've made some progress for the next step of this farm. Hey guys, I'm back. So we got some progress made. I wanted to go through where this is. So we've got these little huts, which will have our food inspector sitting here waiting for food to come in. And now we've got the center thing. Now let's talk about what the mechanics are that make this work, okay? And how this is going to be affected by everything else around us, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 villagers in here, okay? And the villagers are going to be sitting down in these bed areas, okay? And in the center, we're going to have our zombie. So in 1.15, 1.16, heck, even back in 1.14, basically, when our villagers here see a zombie, what they're going to do is they're going to panic, and if there is no iron golem, they are going to spawn an iron golem. Okay. Now, if you understand that, then I think you're probably going to catch on to the next part pretty quick here. Okay, because how this works is now. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to have a whole crop area here, and every block is going to be filled in. We're going to have a whole crop area here. Every block is going to be filled in, and then we're going to have a whole crop area here. Every block is going to be filled in. So basically, none of these will be will be spawning spaces for any of the iron golems. And then we're going to path block all the way around here. And guess what? Iron golems don't spawn in path blocks. So that's going to be really, really great. Okay. So basically, this iron golem has to spawn within a certain area centered by these particular guys and these guys. And so what that does is that means we're going to have an iron golem spawn right in here. So how is this going to work for us? Well, it's actually going to work for us quite well. What we're going to do is we're not going to do what I just did. Yes. What we're going to do is you'll notice we already have a chest here and a hopper going into the chest. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to build this up. We're going to go ahead and build this up. Let's go 3 up just like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a sign. We're going to put a sign here, sign here, sign here, and we're going to put a bucket of lava right there. Well, not bucket, but we're going to put a lava source block right there. And by putting some water here in, I believe, right here and right here, any golem that spawns right here will get pushed over here, get burned up, and then we will collect everything he has. Super simple, right? And so these guys will spawn a new iron golem. I'm not sure how often, but it does happen pretty quick, and we'll get a chance to check the timing and see if this will work for us. Now, again, since I'm not working at spawn, it's not going to work 100% of the time. It's going to work when I'm out here building and loading these chunks. So this is going to be something that will probably produce a lot of iron at the beginning. Might have to AFK it a little bit if I need a whole lot of iron, for instance, but I think this is going to really, really work for us and give us plenty of iron for what we need. And any additional huge supplies of iron, I'm sure somebody's going to build an industrial iron farm, and I'm going to be able to be a great customer of that and spend tons of diamonds at that iron farm. Hint, hint. Hint, somebody should make like an industrial iron farm on the server. Okay, well, guys, so what are we going to do? Well, we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and build this up. So basically, this is going to go up 1 more block, and the reason why we want to do this is we want to make sure that our villagers that are going to be sitting in here are going to be protected, right? Because we do not want to have any issues with our villagers not being protected. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around like this. Now, what we're going to do to make sure that it's spawn proof is we're going to slab the top with a basic slab. Also, what we're going to do for our zombie in the center, we're going to make it so there's a full block between all of our villagers so the zombie can't get to any of them. So that's it for right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nap, and then I'm going to get some more work done. I'll bring you guys back in for another update once we've made some additional progress. This is Kimise. See you guys in a moment. Hey guys, Kimise, I'm back, and I want to show you the latest progress of our thing. Okay, so here we go, guys. The basis structure is built. So basically, we're going to have 4 farms here. We got one here, one over there. Oh, I can't get in between those. Well, that's okay. We'll just do that for right now, because this is all going to be path. Yep. These are all going to be path blocks, because guess what? Path blocks are non-spawnable. Yes. You do not get to spawn if you're an iron golem if you're on a path block. And so that's one of the big secrets of the way this farm works. So even though we have this section here where we're not going to be using it for anything, we do have a path block on it. Now, actually, I got an idea for what to use it on. I'm going to tell you about how we're going to turn this into a gorgeous iron farm, instead of just the iron farm that we've seen before. But we're going to go ahead and path these places out. So like, for instance, these center sections right here, we're actually not going to have anything here, because these are going to be non-spawnable blocks. You've noticed we've done fences, and do anything spawn on fences? No, nothing spawns on fences. So all this area, whoa, sorry, didn't mean to do that. I apologize. Go back. Okay, Mr. Shovel, come on back here. Okay, so, oh, sorry, Mr. Glass. Very good. Okay, so basically all this area is non-spawnable, and that's what we're setting it up to be, because this is the area that is not going to be actually used in the farm, okay? Because guess what? No, we have to wait for the grass to come back. Now, a couple things that I have not put in here yet is some lighting. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put a few lamps here in the corners just for right now to make sure that this is all lit up at the moment, okay? But what I'll eventually do is I'll hang the lights in, and that'll work for that. But you know, pretty much the farm is done except for one thing. Can any of you guess in the comments right now what that one thing is that I have not put in here that is so necessary for this farm to actually work? I bet you know what it is, because it was part of our to-do list. Okay, I am missing villagers. Okay, and well, and actually I got to put crops in too, but we'll tackle that here in just a second. Okay. Yeah, stop that. Okay, we're missing villagers here. Oh, I had one path block left. Oh man, I really gotta get some I gotta get more tools in the diamond ware. Okay, well, anyways, so we've got, so basically how do we want to do this? Well, first off, let's go ahead and find the center block position, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So we go 4 there. And I believe, is that the center? Nope, center's right here, okay? So we'll go ahead and do that. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and take one of our stair blocks again, and we're going to do that, and we're going to take our water, and boom, that's waterlogged. So now we can go ahead and do the whole, whatever crop we decide to put in there. It's going to be potatoes or probably one of the other ones, okay? And then over here, guess what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and we're going to center it out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So go over 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. That is our beauty right there. Toss that in there, and then go boom, splashy water. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's go grab another bucket of water. Boom, and let's go ahead and do our last crop section, which is going to be right over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then we'll just go ahead and do that, okay? And then so now we hoe it. Check it out. Look at this hoe. It's all, I mean, I've never come close to actually bring a diamond hoe down, but because I can use it for so much more, it's actually getting worn down, which is actually absolutely hilarious in my book. So there we go. And there we go. We've got our first, boom. We got our first area, and then over here we're going to have our second one. So let's go ahead and do this. And so these are all crop tiles. So guess what? Do iron golems spawn on crop tiles? No, iron golems do not spawn on crop tiles. So in these crop areas, we are going to have again a non-iron golem area. Okay. Very, very nice. Let's take that. We're gonna use lanterns here, not stinking torches. Yeah, I mean torches are okay, but I mean when you got lanterns, why would you ever use torches? You know, I know they cost a little more. That's another reason why I need iron farmers, because I need those iron nuggets to do that. And then did we do this one already? Yes, we did this one already. But let's go ahead and put that there, and let's go ahead and do this. So now we've got all our basic crop needs right here. So now I can go ahead and get rid of the crops over there by my place, which is fantastic. There's only one thing I got left to do in here to make this perfect besides the villagers. Okay, the villagers would make it perfect, but I've got to put a hopper minecart on some rails between each one of those. I got to fix that. Okay, so there we go. It's all said and done. But let me show you what the problem is. Now, if you remember, we are actually playing on a snapshot, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and let the sun do its thing. I'm not going to go ahead and sleep. Kimberly smashes on. She might sleep, but I'm not going to sleep. There we go. We're going to head over here back to our villager production center, right? And I'm having a problem, okay? And let me explain what the problem is. And I'm sure it's a snapshot issue because this is usually not a problem with villagers at all, okay? First off, this has been going for quite a while, and it's been loaded. I've actually had it loaded for quite a while. And guess what we're missing? We have no villagers, right? Which is, for us right now, not a good thing. If we don't have villagers, we can't populate our iron farm and start getting iron or the extra crops. Now, I've noticed when watching my new farmer guy, here, let's go in there and we'll watch him do it here in a second because he has some maturing crops, okay? Or maybe we won't. But what he'll do is he'll go around and he'll go ahead and bust the potatoes out and he'll just leave the potatoes lying. And he'll just let them lie there and despawn. Now, I don't know if his inventory's full. I don't know what the deal is. And I've never seen him actually throw potatoes at these two guys. These two guys are ready. But at the same time, I also noticed a problem. So I'd come in here a couple times, and I would pick up the potatoes on the ground that he was leaving because I don't want to see those despawn. And I came over and throw the potatoes at these guys. Well, guess what these guys aren't doing? They're doing the same thing he's not doing. They're not picking up the potatoes. Now, I suspect that this is a small bug that they're probably adjusting in the next snapshot, and this will probably be fixed. Unfortunately, that doesn't really help me right now when I need them to produce villagers. Hey guys, I am coming back again really quick before it's over because I want to show you. I went ahead and kept working at it, and I got my villager breeder working. It took me a little bit of issues because basically the old impulse one wasn't working, so I had to go ahead and just get some villagers by beds and hand feed them, and that seemed to work out really, really well. So let me show you. We have got all the villagers we need for the farm, and let me show you how it works out. So, we need to get rid of that guy first. Bam, there we go. And nice. Okay, so let me show you how it works. So basically, we have a farmer in there, and we have we have a villager in there, and we have a villager out here. This guy's farming carrots, and he gives them carrots, and because we have a hopper minecart there, it gets the carrots pretty quick, and boom, we're starting to stock up on carrots. That's pretty nice. It hasn't been running very long. Now, eventually, this guy's going to start doing it with the wheat, but for some reason, he's not harvesting. It could be a workstation problem. I got to figure that out because I'm having the same trouble with Mr. Potato Head over here. He has a full crop of potatoes to do, but he's not harvesting anything. He's the right profession, so I don't know if there's something wrong with his workstation or what. So those are some of the things I got to figure out why that's not happening. But if you saw just a minute ago, iron golems are spawning, and they're spawning in our chamber. So just real quick, so inside here we have our zombie, and we have our 4 villagers in here. So to make one of these farms, I guess you have to have at least 10 villagers to make the farm. So you have 4 in the center, then you have 6 in the surrounding, and when the 6 in the surrounding, we actually give them jobs, so it's not just them sitting around and spawning iron golems. Okay, so basically what happens is those 4 guys in the center, those are our golem, those are our zombie detectors. So when they see the zombie, they get all scared, they run around, and guess what? We get ourselves a golem. And just as you saw a minute ago, the water and the golem only spawns here because these are the only spawn spaces available for the golem. We have slabbed everything else or put something else on it that makes it a non-spawnable place for a golem. And so basically they spawn right there, go right into the thing, and just in about, I think it hasn't even been 20 minutes, we're already at half a stack of iron. So this should do really well to get us the iron that we need pretty quick. I'll probably just AFK here tonight and let it go. Yep, there's another iron golem as we see, guys. What a fantastic little farm. Really great. And not only is it getting me iron golems, it's getting me carrots. Someday it might get me bread, and someday it might get me potatoes. If I can get these guys working over here. So everything else is in place, and everything is actually in fantastic. It's working really, really good. I'm really surprised how well it went. Now, we're not going to leave it like this. We are going to make, what I'm thinking is we're going to make 3 greenhouses out of the thing. Yeah, I think we're going to make like a greenhouse over here because there's a lot of neat things you can do with some of the new blocks here in 1.16. Like, look at this. These are wall blocks, right? Notice no more holes anymore. Isn't that fantastic? So we can actually build walls and not have holes peeking through, and it actually looks like with this as a column there in the center. I mean, that is just going to give us some great variation. And I don't have a on them, but glass panes connect with walls now. So if I was to put a glass pane on the wall, it would connect with it. So I could put a row of glass panes all the way up here and actually create that create a thinner, instead of having like a whole glass block in there. I can definitely get a much thinner looking type of build with it. So I mean, it's absolutely, I'm so excited about all the new things that they have done in 1.16. But unfortunately, guys, that's all I got time for today. So guys, if you liked this episode, if you liked learning something new, make sure you hit that like button and hit subscribe. This is Kimise, and I'm really having a good time playing in the new season. I can't wait to see you guys. Oh, there's another one. Nice. I can't wait to see you guys again. Don't forget, I stream Minecraft on Friday nights and on Saturdays on Twitch. Hope to see you there, guys, and hit that like button. This is Kimise. Bye-bye.